much of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, there has constantly mentioning the fact that they're trying to find where Luke Skywalker is and all that, which they do. I mean, if you've seen the movie, then once they find him, then that's where the movie ends on a cliffhanger, and then that's when I noticed when I was in the theater when I saw it, there were a number of people that were disappointed and that it ended on a cliffhanger. But for me, I wasn't surprised. I was, I don't know. I guess somehow there was a certain percentage of people that expected everything to be revealed all at once, or I don't know. But I didn't expect that at all, because I figured, hey, I mean, Disney now owns the Star Wars franchise. Well, essentially, Disney now owns everything that's a part of Lucasfilm, which includes Star Wars and a bunch of other things too. Obviously, Indiana Jones and who knows what else. But yeah, the way I saw it was, Disney is not going to, they're not going to buy the rights to Lucasfilm, to the Star Wars franchise, and only make one movie. No, that doesn't hear from, but then I guess, obviously I know a lot of people weren't seeing it from a business perspective. They're seeing it more from the perspective of a fan, not only, fan of Star Wars, fan of sci-fi in general, and, they get lost in the hype and, the whole, just the hype of it all. But yeah, I never saw it like that. I mean, come on, it's like, Disney, they spent something, I know it's in the billions of dollars on Lucasfilm and, the rights to everything Lucasfilm. So yeah, they're definitely going to make as many movies as they possibly can. As far as I know, as far as I've read, there's going to be at least 2 more sequels, Episode 8 and Episode 9. So, hey, we got that to look forward to. The way I see it, there's no need to complain about it. I mean, if you want to complain, okay, you got the right to complain. That doesn't mean that the rest of us have to take it seriously. So, and above all else, hey, it's a movie. Movies are not supposed to be accurate. Movies are not supposed to be. Movies are a great escape. They're an escape for all of us. Nobody wants to go and see a movie that's so freaking realistic that it just makes you feel so depressed and melancholic, and nobody wants that. At least I know I don't want that. Maybe it's fine to see little shades of it here and there or whatever, but not all the time, not in every single movie. So come on, it's just get over it, and everything's going to be all right. There's going to be 2 more sequels. It's Star Wars. It is what it is. It's always going to be, a franchise with a lot of hype around it. So there's no stopping it now. So definitely, I would say, again, for me, on a scale of 1 tamale to 10 tamales, I give Star Wars: The Force Awakens a solid 9 tamales. I would even say 9.5 out of 10. And I've had a lot of people who have read some of the reviews I've done of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, telling me that they feel that I should give it a 10. But for me, I'm saying, I give it at least 9.5. Yeah, you could round it up to 10. But what kind of ruined it for me was because beforehand, before I even saw the movie, somebody else who saw it before me at some kind of special screening, I'm not gonna say who exactly, but they kind of ruined some of the plot for me before, and they didn't tell me directly, but I just kind of saw on Facebook they posted something about it, which sucked. And of course they deleted their post pretty quickly, but I was one of the few who originally saw it, so it kind of ruined it for me. But I mean, hey, that's, you know. So yeah, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I mean, I give it 9.5 out of 10. And there you go. There you have it. Definitely see it. I recommend it. You should definitely watch it if you haven't already. And now I just wanted to briefly talk about some other stuff here. I wanted to go ahead and just talk about what's trending on Twitter. What's trending on Twitter today, as of today, which is Thursday. And right now, what's trending on Twitter is Alan Rickman. The actor Alan Rickman has unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. If you're not familiar with him, he was in the Harry Potter movies and a whole lot of other movies. I encourage you to Google him. You'll recognize him once you see his picture. Definitely, it's my condolences go out to his family. Oh, another thing too, I also wanted to mention briefly about David Bowie's passing and Lemmy of Motorhead, and also quite some time before that, Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots, who was the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots, also passed away. And you know, it definitely sucks that all these talented people are passing away. You know, but I mean, obviously, we all know that death is a part of life. You know, it sucks, but it's a part of everything. Really, it's a part of the entire continuous cycle of life that we're all part of. You know. So yeah. Moving on to the next thing here. Hashtag Oscar noms. I did see the Golden Globe Awards, and I gotta say I liked it. I don't normally like these award shows, but this one I liked, and also mostly because pretty much every movie and every actor or actress that I figured was going to win, they did win. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome for me. It was like the first time that, you know, honestly, I can honestly say first award show, which I was honestly surprised by all the winners. So, not because I didn't think they weren't, not because I thought they weren't going to win, but because I knew that they should win, and they did win. So, you know, usually it works out that, you know, the movies that I think, well, sure, for a lot of people, you know, usually it works out that the movies we think should win don't win. But this time, at least for me, I know the movies that I thought should win, they did win. So, and also the actors and actresses that I thought should win, they did win. So that was pretty awesome. Next thing trending on Twitter, obviously, is hashtag Powerball, the Powerball lottery. I don't really know who won. I saw this stuff written about some guy tried to pass off a fake ticket, and he was trying to convince people that it was authentic. And I don't know, I guess the verdict still isn't in, but apparently it's, according to a lot of people, they're saying that it was a fake ticket. So, and no, I don't even really know who won. This is I think it was like more than one person that won. I don't know. Hey, the only thing I know is that I didn't win. So, yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean, also, I mean, I don't even know. Like, if I had won that much money, I mean, upwards in the billions, even in the millions, man, I could only spend so much of it, and then until I would get to the point where I just start giving it away. I mean, obviously right away I would give a lot to my family, my closest friends, and, you know, then after that, I mean, I would really only get a few things for myself, you know. So I don't know. Maybe we should start thinking that, you know, it's a blessing that we don't win such large sums of money. I don't know. It might be crazy talk, but hey, I'm a madman, you know, the noiseless madman. Okay, the last thing I want to mention trending on Twitter is hashtag 80s a book. Now, I don't know how this hashtag got started, this trend. like most stuff that starts trending on Twitter, it just kind of happens out of nowhere. But I guess this 80s a book thing is where you take the title of a well-known book and merge it with the title of some kind of 80s movie or 80s sitcom TV show. So yeah, I don't know. I saw some where they did something about the Thundercats and Saved by the Bell. Oh, something about for whom was saved by the bell. I don't know. They merged the title For Whom the Bell Tolls, which is a book by Ernest Hemingway, with Saved by the Bell. So For Whom was Saved by the Bell. It's seemed like a fun thing to me. So yeah, and really the only other things I wanted to mention was another movie I saw recently, which I really liked, was Joy starring Jennifer Lawrence, which of course, obviously, if you watch the Golden Globes, Jennifer Lawrence won. She definitely does a good job of that movie. I definitely recommend it. You should definitely check it out. Another movie I saw too was Daddy's Home, starring Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, and that movie's okay. It's a pretty decent family movie just because it depicts today's modern family. The fact that it's no longer the standard mother and father. Now it's more of, it's more common to see stepfather and mother, or stepmother and father, or, vice versa, or all these other different arrangements, obviously, are now more commonplace in today's modern family. So, and of course, there's a lot of jokes in the movie, a lot of funny stuff, and there's really only a couple jokes I would say that aren't quite appropriate for kids, but they never really show anything, like it's nothing too graphic, or they kind of talk about it, but they don't really show anything, which, is a good thing, which makes this a decent movie to take your family to. Daddy's Home. Check it out whenever you can. So, before I wrap up episode 1, I just wanted to mention, well, first of all, I want to say thanks for listening. If you're still listening, hey, kudos to you. Big thumbs up to you. Thanks for listening. I also want to remind you to check out my blog, noiselessmadman.wordpress.com. Again, that's noiselessmadman.wordpress.com. And I also wanted to tell you that I now have some t-shirts available for sale, well, actually, they're on sale, available for purchase. It's nothing major. It's just, me trying to think of different ways in which I can generate just a small amount of income here for the things that I do, the podcast, and also, hey, who knows? If I sell enough of these t-shirts, might be able to get in some special guests, be on my podcast, and share all kinds of cool, funny, interesting stuff. So definitely check out teepublic.com. That's TEE public, public.com/user/noiseless madman. So yeah, definitely check that out. I will, of course, put the link. I've already posted the link on my blog, noiselessmadman.wordpress.com. And also follow me on Twitter. Twitter handle is, you guessed it, noiselessmadman. All lowercase, all one word. I'm also on Instagram, which is noiselessmadman300. Also on Vine, I post a lot of just really short, kind of nonsensical, funny stuff on Vine videos. And my Vine handle is @noiselessmadman, all lowercase, all one word. And really quickly, before I go here, I wanted to mention, check out a blog of a friend of mine, lifeofanelpasowoman.com. Lisa Amaya, she's the one who runs that, so she's really cool. Check out her blog. So yeah, that'll do it for episode 1 of the Noiseless Madman podcast. Thanks for listening, and until next episode, guys, keep it real, and peace.